What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop them videos, get them notifications. It's going to be some information that's going to help you win. In today's video, we're going to be talking about swiping. Yes, credit card fraud, because the evolution of all these scams and frauds and schemes is really taking is on the rise. A lot of people are starting to get into the scam and fraud world because a lot of people are in certain situations right now where they need some fast cash. A lot of people got bills they got to pay. A lot of people got a lot of different things going on in life. So today we're going to be talking about credit card fraud, aka swiping, the different types of credit card fraud, ways scammers and fraudsters are utilizing credit card fraud, and at the end, how to stay protected from credit card fraud. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the gems that's going to keep you protected and potentially help you win. All right. So when it comes to credit card fraud, the evolution of credit card fraud is always going to be an evolution. It's always going to be something new, meaning that for 50 some years, cards were embossed, meaning that they was like braille, like they had to emboss the cards, the embosser, and they emboss cards. With this new generation, new technology, now cards are not embossed. So the way scammers and fraudsters commit credit card fraud has changed. So one way that scammers used to commit or still do commit credit card fraud is with skimmers. Now, the MSR X6, which is this device right here, is not an illegal device. This device right here is basically a device that reads and writes cards. Most people use these for POS machines. Um, Old McDonald's restaurants and drive-through restaurants used to use them. Now, the thing is, with the MSR X6, it's easy for somebody to get a hold of somebody's card, swipe it, read the card, and go about their business, and that person won't know. Back in the day, a lot of people who used to work at McDonald's used to do this technique right here. They used to get this MSR X6 and then they're working the drive through, and then people will pay with their debit cards and then swipe the card, reading the information, and pay for their meal. And the person would never know, which will allow the scammer or the fraudster to have that person's card information. And then as the world definitely evolves, then you got skimmers. Oh, my bad. Hold on. You got credit card skimmers, right? And these skimmers have allowed scammers and fraudsters to be able to put these skimmers on point of sale machines where you have to utilize your debit or credit card. So, for example, you got these skimmers right here that we see all the time. These right here, you wouldn't even know that it's a skimmer. You see these machines all the time at gas stations, grocery stores, Walmarts, Targets. Tap our card, and you would never know that can be a skimmer. That could be a device that's stealing your card's debit or credit card information. So anytime I go to a store and see these devices, I check for a skimmer. I pull and make sure it's not loose or anything like that. Then you got ATM skimmers. ATM skimmers, they can put over the card port where you put your card in, that can be a skimmer. And then they even got it where the keypad. The keypad can also be a skimmer too, that's recording your pen stroke, meaning that it's getting every time it's reading the pen that you um are utilizing with that card. And then the technology has evolved, and now they got credit card skimmers like this. And these are basically credit card jammers that people utilize and put inside ATMs and places, and they just jam it to make money disperse, put it like that, right? So things like that. So it's a lot of different, here, put it like this. This is something that a lot of people would never even knew existed. Like, look at this device right here. It's crazy, right? So credit card fraud has definitely evolved. Now, now in this new generation, scammers are now utilizing flipper zeros. And flipper zeros can, if programmed right, now you can't just go buy a flipper zero. You can't just go buy this device and be like, hey, I'm a hacker, I'm stealing. You see this the part right here at the top, this hard drive? This right here is a module, and there's different modules that will allow somebody to do different things, and you will have to have the correct module on this flipper zero to be able to do what I'm about to tell you. So there are scammers and people who have gotten these flipper zeros and utilize them, hackers utilize them, that can now steal and read credit card information from an X amount of feet away, hundreds of feet away. So people are now getting the modules, programming them, and stealing credit card information, people's credit card information, just by walking past them. Not even walking past them, just picking up signals and picking up. It can just literally sit down and read it, and then just pick up any card information that's around. And that scammer or fraudster would now have somebody's credit card information. So once the scammer or the fraudster now has that information, they then figure out different ways how to utilize that information. So you got people who do a lot of online scams utilizing people's credit card information. You got scammers that do a lot of that will utilize that information and write that information on cards. And there used to be the little white blank cards, and now they even got it down to a point where on the dark web, there's people on the dark web that's selling real life bank cards, blank bank cards, meaning that you let them know what bank that you are looking for, and they'll give you a blank card with that exact bank, but it'll be a blank card, and you can do whatever that you want to do with that card. So you can get a legit bank card, a blank bank card from the dark web, and write whatever that you want to write on it. Some people get those and just make duplicate cards. Some people do a lot of different things in this world. Like I said, this is all educational purposes, not telling anybody to do anything, but this is real life information. This is real things that people are doing on the daily basis. This is real. And to be more safe is to be more aware. If you know people are utilizing these type of things, now you know how to keep yourself protected, because there are ways how to keep yourself protected. But back to, swiping. So people are writing this information on these cards, and they're utilizing different ways, buying things online, reselling them, getting money. Then you got people who are using these cards and trying to hit up ATMs to pull off money off the cards. And then they got to a point where we have digital wallets now, where you can store your card, or you can store your cards on your phone without having to even physically have your card. And people are getting a hold of those people's IBAN numbers that's connected to people's phones, utilizing flipper zeros and other techniques. And now they're getting people's digital wallets, digital cards. So it's all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more out there, because at the end of the day, scammers and fraudsters are making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars utilizing other people's credit card information and debit card information, hitting up ATMs, loading up gift cards and things like that. And the money is protected by the banks and insured, but the banks are the ones that's going to be at fault and going to be the victim when it comes to these type of scams and these type of fraud. And that's why everything is federally charges, because it's federally insured by the government. So scammers and fraudsters are coming up with new techniques, new ways every day to commit some type of scam, fraud, or scheme. Wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. And people got to start understanding that. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing you can do. It's nothing anybody can do, because the way that these people are committing these type of schemes are legal ways. They're just doing it fraudulently, if that makes any sense. So credit card fraud is definitely real. It's definitely going on out there. People are selling people's credit card information on the dark web. A lot of different ways people are coming up with this information and figuring out ways how to be generate some type of revenue with it. All right, so make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock. Monitor all your social media accounts, all your financial accounts, and monitor your information to make sure it's not on the dark web just floating around for anybody to buy and utilize it. Also, make sure you guys freezing your credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, because if it's frozen, nobody can utilize your information. And also, your debit and credit cards. We utilize them every day. We always tap it. Every time we tap, that card information is going on some type of database. And we all know there's always some type of data leak, compromise, or hack. And if it is, and that card information is on there, you're a victim. But if you are changing your credit card and debit card numbers every so often, and it was to happen and the old information was on there, you'll be safe, because you now have new information on your card. All right. So make sure you guys stay more safe, stay more cautious, and be more aware of what's going on out here in this world, because people are not aware. And when people are not aware, they don't know what to look out for. They don't know what red flags to see. And if they don't, then it's easy for them to become a victim. But if they do see, they know what to look out for, then it's easy for them to catch on to the scams and keep themselves safe. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limit gems are $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing them for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Also, make sure you guys are booking your seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 10 seats, 250. Ask me anything you want to ask me. Get help with anything you need to get help with, and let's have some fun. All right, so make sure y'all book your seat on the webinars. Also, make sure y'all book your seat on the month-long mentorship. 30 days, 2,500, but the first 10 people, $1,000, and you get a free load with that. All right, so make sure you guys book y'all seat on the month-long mentorships. But anybody after that is 2,500. So first 10 people, 1,000. Anybody after that, 2,500 regular price, and it's for a limited time only. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, me and their network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamer streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, my TikToks. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how to get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.